So today is third session of search engine marketing, and on the third session of search engine marketing, we will learn about how to start with the PPC advertising. Earlier, we have learned about the type of advertisement like display ad or shopping ad or retargeting or search ads. Also, we understand about setting up the goals and setting up the parameters and goal metrics. Now, the next thing before running advertisement on search engines is next step for you will be performing a keyword research. Obviously, when you are running advertisement on search engines, you are bidding on keywords. And when you are bidding on keyword, so it's really important to choose a right keyword for your ad group. So the each ad group you are creating should be assigned with a set of keywords. That how search engine will know when and where your ad need to be displayed. Like if you are picking a keyword for your search engine marketing PPC advertising, and your keyword is batch digital marketing courses, so that keyword will tell search engine key for which people or which audience, when or which time your advertisement will be displayed. Now the general thumb rule to select 1 to 5, maximum 5, minimum 1 and maximum 5 keyword for single ad group. A single ad group means one advertisement in one marketing campaign of search engine PPC advertising. Now those 1 to 5 keyword should be related to each other and extremely relevant to the content of your landing page or your ad text copy. It can't be like that. My first keyword is digital by digital marketing courses, and my second keyword is highest paid job in digital marketing. Both are related to digital marketing, but they are not extremely relevant to each other. I need to create keywords which are really extremely relevant, aligned with each other or related to each other. Like by digital marketing courses, PG certification course in digital marketing, Best Institute of Digital Marketing, that like, because these 1 to 5 keyword, if they align with each other, if they are relevant to searcher query, if they are relevant to a ad text copy, your quality score will increase. If the, let's say you are targeting 3 keywords in one ad copy and all those 3 keywords are not aligned with each other, your quality score will go below 5, 4, maybe 6 or 7. So the quality score is all depend upon whether your keywords are aligned with each other or they are relevant to your ad text copy or not. Select the keyword data that are closely aligned with the specific theme of your ad copy. And if any keyword you are using which is not aligned with your ad copy or with the other keyword, you will create a separate ad group for that. You will not use that keyword on your same ad group. For example, you want to target people both, those who want for looking at digital marketing jobs or those who are looking for digital marketing courses. For but the keyword is same, digital marketing, because you are targeting broader audiences. For the second one, you will choose a different ad group. You will create a different advertisement. Campaign will be same. A single campaign can have more than one ad group. It can have 7 or 8 ad group. So in that campaign, you will create a separate ad group for that keyword which is not aligning with the ad text or ad copy. Now, the most important part of performing a keyword research on analyzing the keyword performance on the PPC advertising is that closely monitoring the keyword performance on the PPC advertising part. It's not like that you are stuck with the keyword you bid on. You can change the bidding or you can remove the keyword anytime from your marketing campaign. For example, if I running an advertisement for digital marketing courses and I am targeting 3 keywords: Best Digital Marketing Courses, Best Institute of Digital Marketing, and the third one is PG certification in digital marketing. After running the advertisement, after 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe one day, I find out that only 2 advertisements are getting higher, so two keywords are getting higher click, best courses one and the best institute one. PG certification is getting around only 10% of the click, other one getting 45%, 45%. So what I can do, I can remove the PG certification keyword from my ad group, or I can reduce the bid on that one. It's my option. I can remove it, or I can reduce the bid. Same thing if you have two ad targeting two keywords. One keyword is giving you 60 link, a second keyword is giving you only 10 click. So what you can do, you can you are bidding both, same bid on both keyword. So what you can reduce the bid on that one which is giving you 10 click, and you can increase the bid on that keyword which is giving you higher click, or you can remove one keyword which is not performing good for you. So you are not stuck with the keyword which you are bidding on. You can change it anytime. So it's really important to analyze the performance after every hour, or after every day, or after every week, whichever goal you have set, to analyze the performance of your marketing campaign, to do your best to select the most relevant keyword, but don't feel you pressure to get the 100% right the first time. When you are running advertisement first time in your life on PPC advertising, where you are targeting keywords and bidding on them, you will never able to get success 100%. You will generate leads, but your bidding cost or your CPC will be really high. It takes time to understand how to bid, how to analyze, or which type of keyword to choose. Either go with broad match, or exact match, or phrase match, or choose a negative keyword. Either go with automatic bidding or manual bidding, or what type of ad text copy you will create, or you will go with search ad or display ad. It will take time. The digital advertisers who are running PPC advertising, they invest lakhs of rupees in the training period. Then they learn how to run these kind of campaign effectively. So never get pressured if you are not getting results on your first campaign. It will come, but it will take time, because you need to analyze lot of. When we target keywords now, we are just researching keyword strength and their CPC on tools. Researching it on tools, or actually they are working, are totally different. Maybe they are showing on the tool it will get a reach that much, or this is the CPC. But when you are actually targeting that keyword, maybe your CPC will be higher or lower, or reach will be higher or lower. So it takes time to actually understand how the PPC actually work. So don't get pressured on the first time. Now, after setting up the parameter goal and goal metrics, and choosing the platform and the format of the advertisement, and researching about the keyword, the next thing you have to do is setting up the Google Analytics and tracking account. That Google Analytics is a free tool which will analyze the insight of your website, and that tool you will install on your website. That tool will tell you which page is generating how much traffic, what kind of action your audience is taking on your website, which device they are coming from, which time they are coming from, which platform they are using. Everything they will tell about your customers, or the action they are taking on your website. And it includes all the insight of the PPC advertising. You can check the insight like impression, click, or CPC, or reach part on the Google Ad too. Google Ad tool will tell you this much impression you have generated, this much reach you have generated, this is your average CPC, and this is your number of clicks, and this is your CTR rate. But the other information, like what was the gender of those audience, what was the age group, what was the location, what was the device they are using, these kind of things you will find out on a Google Analytics and tracking tool. So what you have to do, it's a free tool. You have to create your account on a Google Analytics tool, and that install that tool on your website, so it can measure the success of your PPC advertising campaign. There are also other type of tools available too, which you can also use to analyze the traffic, like SEMrush or Moz or Ahrefs. But they are all paid. Google Analytics one is free one. Now, after setting up the Google Analytics tool, the next thing is PPC ad copy. That means the ad you will create, whether it's a display ad or a search ad or a shopping ad. What type of ad you need to create and how to create it. That is a PPC ad copy. We call it a PPC ad copy. So if you are creating a search ad, so it have around 4 elements. Number one will be headline. Second number will be the page URL. Third will be meta description. And fourth will be site extension or call extension. Because it's a PPC advertising, so Google is giving us extra feature on the search advertisement. When you are optimizing your website, so they are giving you limited option. Just create one headline with a 70 characters, page URL, and meta description with a limit of 220 characters. That's it. But when you are creating an ad copy for search engine marketing ad, they gave you extra option. Extra option means they gave you 2 headline, not 1. They gave you 2 or 3 headlines. Sometimes they give you 3 headlines. So now you can target 3 keywords on 3 different headlines. They gave you sometimes 2 meta description. That means extra space, page URL, and the last one is site extension. Like you can add a call button to your ad, or you can add a map to your button if you want them to visit your physical location, or if you want to ask some kind of a question to them, you can add that kind of a question too on your advertisement part. So that is the extra benefit you will get from the PPC ad copy. So bidding on the targeted keyword will get your ad in front of the right audiences, and good ad copy will get those people to click on your ad. And when they click on your ad, it will increase your quality score. Bidding only can help you to get an impression. That means coming on the first page on the top 4 rank. Bidding only help you in only this case. With high bidding, you can come on the first page and on the first or maybe second or third rank. But good ad copy will intrigue your customer to click on your advertisement. And if they click on your advertisement, that means they will visit your website and they will take certain kind of action on your website. So PPC advertising is not about generating impression. It's about generating click, because click-through rate matter. Click-through rate will decide your quality score. So your ad copy will decide whether you will generate click, or if you generate click, that means your CTR will be high. And if your CTR will be high, your quality score will be high. And if your quality score will be high, your bidding will be low. So like your keywords, your ad need to solve the intent of the searcher, and you need to give a searcher exactly what they need, what they're looking for, and make sure that it's clear through the word you use. So there are lots of words you will use around your keyword. Your keyword have a maximum around 10 to 15 character, but they have gave you 3 headline. That means 200 word headline and around 200 word meta description. So you have to create ad copy which solve the intent of a searcher. If searcher intent is looking for best digital marketing course, so you have to mention in your ad copy that this is the best or India's best digital marketing course you can get, and you can learn from IIM or IIT faculty, or you will learn 30 plus tools, you will learn everything practically. So that kind of things you will add on your ad copy around your keyword, because that ad copy will decide, that headline or meta description will decide whether they will click on your advertisement or they will visit your website or not. Search ads are comprised of a headline, URL, short description, and each of these have limited character requirement. Whether it's a headline with a limitation of 70 or 80 character, or meta description of 220 character limits, or mobile device a 120 character limit, or a URL just maximum 4 or 5 words. So you have a limited number of character space here. So obviously creating an ad copy in a limited number of character is a harder task as compared to writing a long ad copy, which we use on Facebook advertisement. When we are running a Facebook advertisement, we can write a 1 paragraph or 2 paragraph long caption. It doesn't matter. We can write long headlines on a Facebook too. Doesn't matter. But in the search ads, there is a limitation of a character. So it's a really harder task to create an ad copy So you need to work a lot before running advertisement on a PPC. Until you are sure 100% this is the perfect ad copy for my advertisement, don't bid on the keyword. If your ad copy is not perfect and you are bidding on the keyword, you are just generating the impression, you are not generating the quality link, quality click, and you are wasting your money. So creating a perfect ad copy for search ads, you need to remember or follow those 6 points. Number one will be speak directly to your targeted persona or targeted buyer persona. What they are actually, what age, gender, location are they from, what interest or behavior they have, what kind of search intent they have, transactional information or navigation. These kind of things you have to consider before creating a content. Then you need to speak directly to your targeted persona. Second thing is that include the main keyword that you are bidding on. It can't be like that you are bidding on a keyword and you are not using that keyword on your headline or meta description. Because when we run advertisement, after first thing Google ad will ask me, name the keyword you want to bid on. I will name the keyword. Then they will ask me to create your ad copy. When I'm creating an ad copy, it's my choice to use the keyword on the ad copy or not. But you have to use the keyword on the ad copy, because that is the keyword searchers are searching on internet, and they need to know that the content you are publishing on search engines have that information, and they know when they see the keyword on the headline or meta description. So if you are bidding on 3 keywords, try to include all those 3 keywords in your headlines or meta description. And if not possible to target all those 3 keywords in the headline or meta description, then choose the main keyword on the headline or meta description. All the relevant keywords don't need to include in the meta description or headline part. If you have space and if you can create perfect ad copy with all those relevant or aligned keywords, then use all the keywords in the headline or meta description part. Now, the third one is provide the actionable CTA so the searcher know what to do next. CTA means call to action button. When you are running advertisement or PPC, they give you an option. What is your goal? Generating website traffic, generating store traffic, or getting a call from your customer. So for all 3 cases, they create 3 different type of CTA button. If you want to receive call from your customer PPC advertising, they will create a call button on your advertisement. If you want to receive a store traffic, they will mention the Google Map location. And if you want to send them to your website, they will give you a page URL part. So you have to create a proper actionable CTA button so your searchers know where to click and where to reach and where they can grab all the content you are publishing on your website. The fourth one is make the offer appealing. You have to intrigue, you have to influence your customer with your ad copy so they click on it. Because when they type the keyword on a search engine page, there are top 4 websites which are doing PPC advertising. Then there are websites on the center part, those who are appearing organically. Then at the bottom, again the advertisement. So there are around 15 websites, 10 to 15 websites on the first page. Now, searcher will click on only single website, which she will find the best. So how you can assure that that one website out of 10 will be yours? Because if your website is not out of those 10, you are only generating impression, you are not generating click. So you can add some kind of offer, some kind of a copywriting line, some kind of engaging line which intrigue your website visitor to click on it. If you're providing some kind of promotion, or if some kind of a tagline of your business which can impress your customers. Like lots of ad tech companies use tagline like learn from IIT or IIM Institute faculty, or travel or fashion or e-commerce website use a tagline or offers like sales or shopping, or they use brand name of the product. So you can add anything, any kind of offer which can appeal to your customer, or they take action, because there are 10 websites there and there is one single website visitor, and you have to make sure he pick your website. Now the third one, fourth one, fifth one is use the language that matches your landing page copy. That means the content you are publishing on your website page should match your ad copy. And your ad copy is your headline and meta description or site extension or page URL. It can't be like that you are mentioning something on your ad copy and something different on your landing page or your website page. Like the sentence or the paragraph of keyword you are targeting on your ad copy is not available on your landing page. That will reduce your quality score and increase your bounce rate. So always add exact ad copy on your landing page too. The exact language, exact sentences on your landing page. The content should be similar. And the last one is A/B split test with your ad copy. As I told you earlier on the last slide, it's not possible to run a successful advertisement on a PPC advertisement on a first time. Even those who have 10 to 15 years of experience, when they're in advertisement, they don't get successful every time. It takes around 5 to 6 times. You do same thing again and again, then you find the right keyword or right type of content or right type of ad copy, then you will get successful. That's why every time when we pick a new product, or when we are targeting new audiences, or when we are launching something new type of content, we run A and B testing. That A and B testing you also learned on Facebook advertisement too. In that A and B testing, what we used to do, we create two different advertisements on a different scale, maybe on the content scale, or maybe on different keyword, maybe a different audience we are targeting, or maybe a different landing page we are using. And we ran both campaign on the same time, or maybe after some time, and then we review the both performance, which content is doing better, or which keyword is doing better, or which website landing page is doing better. And after doing this A/B testing 4 to 5 times on different type of content, or different type of audiences, or different type of location, or different type of keyword, we pick one advertisement which is doing best, and then we will go with that. So this is the A/B testing we will do on the PPC advertising whenever we are running advertisement first time for a new product or for a new company. Now come to the next thing, which is a landing page best practices. What is a landing page best practices? Because after seeing your advertisement on the search engine page, or maybe on the display ad, they will visit your website by clicking on the call to action button, or by clicking on the image. Now you want, if they visiting your website, they convert into some kind of sale, or they convert into some kind of a lead or something else, or take some other kind of action on your website. So achieve that goal, you need to create a perfect landing page for your website. So the most important element after ad copy is the most important, because ad copy is the first thing a searcher will see when your website will rank on the first page. First thing they will see your ad copy. Second thing they will see your landing page. That's why after your ad copy, landing page is the most important thing on your search engine or PPC advertising, because after clicking your ad copy, they will redirect it to your landing page when they click on your advertisement. So this page you are choosing as a landing page or a website page should be highly targeted, relevant to your ad, and deliver what was promised and present in a seamless experience. That means the page you are using, whether to collect a lead or for conversion if you are selling something, should actually tell everything same you have mentioned on your ad copy. That if your ad copy or is about digital marketing course, then your landing page should also tell about the information or description of a digital marketing course. If your ad copy is about a t-shirt for women, then the page they are visiting should have the exact product. It can't have a different product. You are showing on advertisement a different product with a different picture, and on the advertise or on the landing page or on the website page, the product is totally different. So it should be relevant to your ad, it should be highly targeted, and it should be deliver what promised. If you are promising something on the headline, it should also be available on the landing page or website page too. If you are let's say in our digital marketing course, if you are promising live lectures, so that should also mention on our landing page too. Or the last part is seamless experience. That means your web landing page should be mobile friendly, your landing page should be user friendly, your landing page should load fast, 2 to 3 seconds or maybe maximum 4 seconds. Your landing page should be visually appealing. It can't be like really blur or really untasteful, because the point of your landing page to convert your website visitor into some kind of customer or some kind of a lead, and it's only possible if your landing page is really good. And not only that, but a high converting landing page will improve your quality score too, because as I told you, if your text copy is matching with your landing page, your quality score will increase. So better landing page can convert your sale into lead into sale, as well as it can increase your quality score. And if you increase your quality score, your placement will higher on search engine pages. Let's say your landing page is really good. Earlier your placement was 3, now your placement was 2 or 1. There is nothing that will diminish PPC profit like poorly crafted landing page. If your landing page is poorly crafted, it's not visually pleasing, if loading really slow, if not user friendly or mobile friendly, you will generate impression, then someone click on it, they will find it not interested and they will close it. You are just losing your money per click. To generate a landing page which increase your conversions, you have to work on these 6 things. Number 1, a strong headline that mirror your search ad. The search ad, you are using a headline. Okay, on a search advertisement, you are creating a headline for PPC advertising. Same headline you can mirror. You will not change a single word or single sentence on that headline. Copy the same headline and use the same headline on your landing page too. Then clean design and layout. That means your website should be really visually pleasing. Right font sizes, right font color, right alignment, right element, everything. Like it's for designed by a really creative designer. Number 4 is responsive. It should be mobile responsive, and responsive from that easy to use by anyone. It should be user friendly and should have a call to action button. And those call to action button can't be like you have only one call to action button on your website. It should be around 3 to 4 call to action button, because landing page can be long. It can be around 2 or 3 or 5 seconds to scroll down the full page. You can't use single call to action button on the whole page. Use a one call to action button after every 6 inches or 10 inches. When you slide it with one thumb, then should be another call to action button there available after another section or after another paragraph. These call to action buttons are really important. Then copy that is very specific and relevant to your targeted keyword. The keywords you are targeting. Number 1, the mirroring the headline. Second one is the keywords you are targeting on your headline or in your meta description, or the keyword you are targeting or the keyword you are bidding on. You will use the same keywords on your landing pages too and craft a beautiful sentence around it for your landing page. Then 5th one is present the offer that was promised in your ad. If you are promising something on your advertisement, it should be available on your landing page. Like if you are giving certain kind of a discount, or let's say you are giving certain kind of a demo class, free demo class on your advertisement, and when they click on your website and there is a no mention of a discount or a free demo class, it will be really bad for your landing page experience and it can reduce your quality score. So what you are offering, what you are promising on your advertisement, you should copy that same on your uh, landing page content. The sixth is A/B tested. Again, every single landing page you will create, you will do A/B testing on that. As I told you, there are lots of tools which create landing pages like Unbounce. All those landing pages are A/B tested. They are best for generating quality leads, but they are really costly for small businesses. So what you will do, you will create different kind of landing pages on your own website by creating a separate web pages. On a one page, you will create different kind of content with some visual experience. On a second page, you will create different kind of content with different call to action button and different visual experiences. And then you choose both landing pages and run advertisement on both landing pages and do A/B testing. That will tell you which landing pages can generate more conversion for you. For example, your home website homepage. Your home's website homepage is also a landing page. So you will use one as your home site or website homepage, and the second you will create a separate website page on your website, just a forum, just an image, and the other information about your content. And then you run advertisement on both, on your homepage as well as on your the page you created for lead generation, and you bid on the same keyword. You will target the same audience, and then you will analyze which one is generating more click, and that will tell you which type of landing page you should go. For example, one landing page you can go with image, second landing page you can go with video, third landing page you can go with just text-based content and creative element. So this A/B test is really important for landing pages too, because whenever you are bidding on keywords, it's really important that you are not wasting your money unnecessary. Now come to the next thing, which is A/B testing your PPC ad. So A/B testing is really critical to your paid ad campaign as it's in any other element. So whenever you run advertisement on a Google ad, even on the Facebook ad, they ask you, do you want to do A/B testing? This A/B testing tell us which content or which ad copy or which landing page or which keyword can generate a higher click-through rate for us. Because when we are targeting keyword, we don't know that this keyword can give us 100 or this will give us 200. To know that which keyword can give us more click, or which image can give us more click, or which video can give us more view, or which text can give us more click, it's only possible when you do A/B testing on that. A/B testing on search engine pages is much easier as compared to social media advertisement. Why? Because the elements are limited here for testing. To test A/B testing on PPC, the elements you have only headline, description, landing pages, and targeted keywords. That means you will choose different headline for different advertisement and then do A/B testing on those, or you will create different description for different advertisement and do A/B testing, or you choose different landing pages and then do A/B testing, or you will choose different targeted keywords or do a A/B testing on it. So it's really important to do A/B testing on those four sections: headline, description, landing page, and targeted keyword, and that will tell you which landing page or which headline or which description or which keyword you should bid more. And you will do it every single time you will run advertisement for a new product or for a new category. And once you find out, you can go with that same keyword, same landing page, same headline for throughout or for your lifetime period. Now come to the second important quality of PPC strategy is maximizing your ROI. ROI means return of investment. And most of the marketing campaign success depend upon ROI. That means the amount you are spending on advertisement what you are getting in return from that advertisement. What let's say you are selling certain kind of a product of 500 rupees on your website and you are advertising on a PPC. Now let's say your bid was 50 rupees and someone click on your website and buy a 500 rupees product from your website. So your ROI will be decided on the bid of 50 rupees and the conversion of rupees 500 you make. So the maximizing the ROI on your ad campaign means considering customer lifetime value and customer acquisition cost, which will help you to determine how much raw spending on a new lead and how much of that spend can come from paid advertising. And to measure any successful marketing campaign on any PPC or social media platform, we calculated by ROI, return of investment. If my product is digital and my product is don't have any kind of a manufacturer cost, that and my advertisement cost is 50 rupees and my return is 500 rupees, that means my ROI 450 rupees. So that is your ROI, return of investment. You will calculate by the profit you are getting after deducting the advertisement cost. There are ways to calculate the ROI or reduce or increase the ROI. So we have two things in ROI. Number one, when we are optimizing our content for ROI, first thing we want to decrease the input. Input means the money we are using for advertisement, the money we are investing, it will consider as an input. So in the ROI, we will always decrease the input. That means decreasing the cost per lead, decreasing the cost per acquisition, decreasing the cost per conversion. Determine the ad budget before you get started is the first point if you want to work to decrease your input cost. Second is creating a most relevant ad. The more relevant your ad will be, lower will be the CPC. And if the CPC is lower, that means your lead cost will be lower, your conversion cost will be lower, and your cost per acquisition cost will be lower. Improve your quality score. That means improving your ad copy or your landing page. If your quality score is lower, if your quality score is higher, that means your bidding cost will be low. If your bidding cost will be low, that means your input will be low. If your input will be low, that means your cost per lead, cost per acquisition will be low. So that's really important. So in ROI factor, we consider two things. Number one is decreasing the input cost that we are putting on advertisement. And the second one is increasing the revenue, which we are getting in return. So to increase the return or revenue by the PPC advertising, what you have to do? Follow the landing page best practices. If your landing page is really good, so they will convert into a sale, lead, or buy a product from your website. If your landing page is really good. Second one is go after quality leads by specific with your ad, by targeting the right keyword or by targeting the right gender, right location, or right age group. The more qualitier or more specific audience you will target, better the conversion you will get. For example, if you are from a travel industry and you are targeting a keyword, best travel packages, so you are generating quantity leads. But if you include your location, a particular location into the keyword, then you are actually targeting a specific particular or specific audience, like best packages for Andaman. So those who want to visit Andaman only they will see your advertisement and they will click on it and they will buy it. And if you are targeting a broader audiences, so what will happen? Those who don't even want your product, they will see your advertisement and they will click on it and they will go to your landing page and they will find out, oh, we are not actually looking for that. We want to go to hill station. We don't want to go to beach. So you are losing your money and you are generating only the quantity leads. So targeting your audience with the specific ad is really important. Choosing the right keyword, choosing the right location, gender, age will help you to increase the revenue. That's it will increase your CPC, but it will increase your revenue. Earlier, when we do advertisement on Facebook or PPC, sometime our CPC or cost per lead is around 10 to 15 rupees. And we are really happy that we are generating one lead in 15 rupees. But the problem is that the 100 leads we are generated and the lead cost of 15 rupees. Only out of those 100, the conversion was 4 to 5. Because other than 60 to 70% were not quality leads. Now, same thing. Generate 10 or 20 leads and your lead cost is 80 or 90 rupees. Now your lead cost is higher. So maybe you think, oh yeah, I'm getting a higher lead cost. That ad campaign is not really going really good. But the lead you generated 20 or 30 by paying 80 rupees are quality leads. That's why we do retargeting. Or we target a specific audience and choosing a specific keyword or specific interest. I will give you an example. If I target digital marketing keyword on PPC advertising, I will generate around 10,000 website visitors in just 1 week, and my CPC will be 3 or 4 rupees. Just 2 or 3 rupees may I will generate 10,000 followers per click. But how many actually will book my course out of those 10,000? Maybe 1, 2, or maybe 10. Now, if I target best digital marketing courses or I target PG certification in digital marketing, then I will not get 10,000 website visitors. I will only get around 10 to 15 visitors per day, and my CPC will be 80 or 90 rupees as compared to 2 rupees. But the thing is that out of those 20 website visitors per day, half will convert into the sale. Because I'm targeting a specific person, I'm targeting a really search intent keyword which are ready to make transaction. And I'm targeting a quality audiences, I'm targeting an exact face keyword. So to increase the revenue, it's really important to target a specific ad with a specific audience. It will increase your CPC, it will increase your cost per lead, but it will also increase your return. So if you are not looking for website traffic, if you are not a blogger, then target a specific keyword. If you are looking for site traffic, then you can target a broader keyword, or you can target a broader audience. But if you are targeting, if you are making some kind of transaction on your website, then target a specific keyword with a specific ad copy. It will increase your lead cost or your CPC, but it will also help you to increase the revenue for your company. And that's the important part of your ad marketing campaign. Now, come to the PPC important practices. Number 1 is audience part. When you run advertisement, the number thing you will find out the audience. Google allow you to trailer your audiences, so you can save marketing dollars and get in front of right people. So you can actually use a perfect keyword, or you can upload a customer list who actually buy a product from you, and you know that they will not become your customer again. So you can actually do that, or you can retarget them, those who visited your website earlier. There are lots of option available and under the audience section, where you can create different type of audiences, custom audiences like we used to create it on Facebook, or those who visit our website, or those who take certain kind of action on our website, or those who actually buy a product from our website, or those who add a product into a cart but they don't buy it. So Google allow you lot of options to tailor your audiences when you are targeting them, and it can save you lot of money. For example, let's say I want to target them, those who want to learn digital marketing, but there are thousands of students who already learn digital marketing from us. So I don't want to show my advertisement to those people who already learn digital marketing from us. So I will upload the student list on Google advertisement, and Google will not show my advertisement to those people who already bought a product from me. Same thing, I can also do that. Those who actually visit my website, I can retarget them. again if they didn't buy a product from my website. Second thing is that bid adjustment. Google allow you to adjust your bid, increase or decrease your bid on the performance. If you find out that this keyword is giving you better performance, increase the bid on it. Second keyword is not giving the performance good, decrease the bid. You can even make these adjustment on the basis of different categories like devices, demographic, language, and other type. Like if you get the information that more people are clicking on your keyword on mobile devices, so you can increase your bid on mobile devices and decrease your bid on that same keyword for desktop devices. For example, if someone click on digital marketing keyword from mobile devices, I can put a bid of 9 rupees. Or if someone click on a desktop device, I put a bid of 2 rupees, because I know that people use less desktop devices. Same thing I can do for demography like age and gender or language part too. It can bring down your cost of bidding. If you find out that this device or this location or this demographic is not clicking on your advertisement. Then the custom ad scheduling. Custom ad scheduling, that you can actually pick a time for your advertisement to appear on search engine pages. A specific time, a specific day, or specific week. If you don't want to go for 24/7, if you find out that I generate more keyword searches at a night time, so show your advertisement at a night time or early in the morning, or maybe specific day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that you can also do. The third important practice is site link extension or call extension. That is a supplement ad extension they will provide you, like a call button or a Google Map button or certain kind of a question, or if they want to visit your store, so a store location. So under the meta description, below the meta description, there is another link will be available there. Visit store or call now or email now. That kind of site extension you can add on your advertisement too. That's the extra thing PPC advertising is providing you. If you want them to visit your business location, you can create a site extension link below the meta description, and it will appear like call now or visit my store. The next thing is conversion tracking. Conversion tracking is really important. Same thing, we uploaded a Facebook pixel on our website on the thank you page. That same thing we can also do on our PPC advertising to find out what kind of action they are taking on our website. So if they are filling a form or if they're buying something from our e-commerce store, we can push this custom converging code or the HTML code on our thank you page. So after they submit the button, they will be redirected to thank you page. Or after they buy a product from your website, they will be go to confirmation thank you page. And when they go to thank you confirmation page, after providing the lead or after buying a product, that thank you page will load. Whenever that thank you page will load, that HTML code with a conversion tracking will also load it, and that will be counted as a conversion, and that will tell you that this website visitor made a conversion on your website. So next time you will not target him, or you will target only those who visited your website but did not read the thank you page. You can use Google Analytics thank you page code or HubSpot thank you page. Lots of companies providing these kind of conversion tracking to track the performance of your marketing campaign. And it's up to you which page you want to publish it. Then keyword monitoring. Whenever you are running advertisement on Google advertisement, it's really important to monitor your keywords, how your keywords are performing. If you keywords are just getting you click and they are not getting you sale or conversion, then you need to target a different keyword or reduce the bid. If your keywords are not performing well for any device or for all devices, for all location, you need to reduce or increase the bid. If some keyword is really doing good, then increase the or double the bid. If keyword is not doing good, then reduce the bid. That is the keyword monitoring. It's not like you run the advertisement and just looking for the number of click. No, you will not look the number of click. You will always look the keyword. Which keyword giving me how many? Because not when you're running advertisement, you will not target a single keyword. You will target 5 to 6 keyword. And when you are targeting 5 to 6 keyword, a number of click will be total number of click which are coming from out of those 5 keywords. So you will go back to the keyword monitoring and find out which keyword is giving you high number of click, and you will increase the bid or amount of budget for that keyword and reduce for other one. That's how you can save your marketing budget. Match type. Match type allow, or we also call them a exact face keyword. Match type allow Google Ads to show your advertisement to a searcher who are really closely aligned with your keyword you are targeting. There are 4 type of keyword we actually learned about: broad match, phrase match, exact match, and negative one. So if you are looking for quality one, you will always go with the exact match. Those are closely aligned with your keyword. If you are looking only for website traffic, then you will go with broad match. And if you are looking both quality and quantity, you will go with the phrase match. Because in the phrase match, they add 1 extra, 2 extra sentence words on your keyword. Then the negative keywords we already learned about, that adding those keywords which we don't want to appear or rank our website for, like free digital marketing courses or offline digital marketing courses, or any negative keyword which we don't want to rank for, we can put on the negative campaign section. If you don't do that, you will lose a lot of your marketing budget. Now come to the PPC metrics to tell. When we run advertisement next time on a Google Ads, these are the terms you will find out there. So you should know which terms means which. So number 1 is clicks. Click is simple. Click refers to the total number of clicks you receive on your advertisement. And it is decided by the keyword you are targeting or keyword you are bidding on. If your keyword are relevant to your ad copy, your number of click will be higher. Number 2 will be cost per click, CPC. That will be measured by the amount you are willing to pay if someone click on your website. So you can set a manual CPC or automatic CPC, depend upon you. It's up to your marketing budget how much you are willing to pay for a keyword, and that is a cost per click. Now third term you will find there is CTR, click-through rate. It will also decide your quality score. Click-through rate means how many people click on your advertisement on a search ad and visited your website. And that will be calculated by the total number of click divided by the total number of impression. Impression means the number of times your advertisement was viewed or appear. It doesn't matter they click on it or not. If they appear on a search engine page, it will be counted as a impression. And we calculate impression in thousands. So impressions are always in the thousands, per thousand. Ad spend. Ad spend is the amount you are spending on your ad. Your budget also known as a ad spend. And the ad spend can be optimized with your quality score. If your quality score is high, your ad spend will be less. If your quality score is low, your ad spend will be higher. And your quality score will depend upon your landing page and your ad copy and the keyword elements. Next thing is return on ad spend or ROI. The return on spend is a ROI of your campaign, how much you are spending and how much you are getting in return. So if you calculate it, you will get the return of investment. If you're spending 50 rupees and getting 500 rupees, that means you are generating 450 rupees of return of investment. And if you want to get in the percentage, 50 divided by 500. Conversion rate. Conversion rate means how many people are actually clicking on the call to action button of your landing page, not on the advertisement. If they're clicking on the advertisement, it's a click. Okay. Or if they're clicking on your website, that is a conversion rate. So after clicking on your advertisement, they redirected to your website and then they click on something, whether on lead generation form by clicking on submit, or they are buying a product from your website, or they are providing you any email ID, depend upon what kind of goal you have set, will be calculated as a conversion rate. So how many people are filling the lead generation form or becoming your customer or signing up or providing your email ID or buying a product on your website is come into the conversion rate. Now, the cost of the conversion. Cost of the conversion is totally different from CPC. CPC means those who are clicking on your website and the amount you are willing to pay to Google. Cost per conversion means those who visited your website, out of how many people actually buy or take an action on your website. Let's say 100 people visited your website, and how to visit those 100 people, only 10 people click on the submit button of lead generation form or buy a product from your website. So your conversion rate be 10 divided by 100, that is 10%. So conversion rate is totally different from click-through rate. Click-through rate means they are clicking on your advertisement. Conversion rate means they are clicking on actually on your website. Now the quality score. Quality score, you already know what is a quality score. Quality score means it will determine the positioning of your advertisement, first, second, third, or fourth. And it depends upon the keyword, landing page, and the ad copy. And the maximum bid is the amount you are willing to pay to rank your website for a certain or a specific keyword. So these are the 10 terms or metrics you will find out on your PPC advertising of any channel, whether it's a Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, or Bing. So that's all about search engine marketing. If you guys have any question, you can ask